And it would have been Megan replacing
Call meeting to order. Please all rise. I ask you to join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening. And please join me in a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our temporary clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Brennan.
Here.
Alderman Begley. Here. Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski. Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Scully.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Alderman Clifford.
Here.
All right, no special presentations tonight. Under the consent calendar, we've got a number of items. The approval of minutes of the city council meeting from February 3rd, 2026. The approval of the payroll and the voucher list for the period ending February 13th, 2026. Also, the approval of a special events permit request from the City of Palos Heights Rec Department to conduct a 5K race on Saturday, April 18th, in 2026 from 9 until 12. And the approval of a special events permit request from the Palos Baseball Organization, PBO, and Palos Power Girls Softball Power to conduct their annual opening day parade, which is coming up on Saturday, April 25th, 2026 from 8 till 10 o'clock. Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Clifford. Roll call.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford. Alderman Clifford.
Yes.
All right, got some sealed bids tonight for the 2026 tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding. All City Administrator Jasinski will assist today.
Sort of redundant.
Got 3 bids altogether, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This bid is from John's Pro Tree Service. It's in the amount of $85,900.
What was that one again?
John's Pro Tree Service, $85,900, and a bond is included, bid bond. This is from Homer Tree Service. Bond is included. And it's in the amount of $83,700. And this is from Fernandez Tree Service Incorporated. And it's in the amount of $88,500. The bond is included.
Those 2
Those are the 3 bids.
buildings are ground.
Municipal bond.
Okay, we need to refer this to municipal grounds and properties.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Begley. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, and they'll review those and come back with a recommendation, hopefully at the next meeting. All right, under my report, just like, first of all, wish good luck to Kendall Coyne Schofield this Thursday. Obviously a member of the U.S. Olympic team, women's hockey team. I will have the pleasure of being at a watch party at her father-in-law's house, Mike Schofield, out in Orland Park. And wish them, hope they win the championship. One more game. They've only given up 1 goal through the whole playoffs, so it should be great. We need also the approval of requests from Palos Baseball and Palos Power Softball to waive all the fees for their opening day parade. Someone make that motion?
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Is this?
All right. Then also I had the liquor hearing the other day from Ziad Zuba, who is doing business as Eagle Market at 121 South, 121st and Ridgeland. Eagle Market actually operates the convenience store at the SNK. I just found out for the first time that they do not actually own the gas station. The gas station is operated by SNK, and he's only responsible for the liquor store, or the convenience store. He's been there about a year now, a year and a half now or so, so he's taken over. He's apologized for some of the stuff that happened in the past. He's taken over. He's an operator, comes out of Cahokia, Illinois. He's been doing it for about 20 years. He's got a number of other stores that he's been operating, and he's pledged to make sure it's cleaned up. And he said there were some complaints. He's taken care of that. Though it wasn't his responsibility, he said he took care of it just because he wants to get along with the city, and very complimentary of the police that have helped him out, in the store itself. So with that, I'll request a motion to approve the adoption of another liquor license.
So moved.
Question?
Moved by Alderman Begley. Is there a second? I need a second first.
Second.
Second by Alderman Brennan. Yes.
This, whoever Eagle Market is telling me they're gonna run one half the store, and the SNK is running the 1/4 of the store?
They own the gas part. They own the gas station. He owns the convenience store itself.
So who's the responsibility of the care and maintenance of the building and the grounds?
And he's got the building, the ground.
Who's he? This guy?
Yeah, that's the building. He's got the convenience store, and SNK has the property where the gas station is. Although he's taken responsibility for it, knowing that there's been some problems.
So SNK's got the responsibility of the parking area, the
Right.
pads behind and adjacent
Right.
to the
Yeah,
gas.
but
The reason I'm asking, you mentioned it, we see quite a few complaints, and the police been down there a few times about the cleanup and incidents that
And-
happened down there.
and that's what the gentleman here says. He's taking care of those. They're not his responsibility, but he says he'll make sure it doesn't.
And the storing of cars,
Right. Yeah. He'll take care of that.
that's all gonna be addressed?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Any
Yeah.
other questions? Roll call?
Alderman Begley.
Here. I mean, not here, yes. Sorry.
You're here too.
I'm here
Alderman
also.
Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I think I do that once a year.
That's okay. I think we all do. All right. City clerk and city treasurer are not here. They're both just point of information in Ireland with their family for the Irish dance contest. Hopefully they win that, just like Kendall was going to win the gold medal. City attorney? No report. Any communications anyone has? Yes, Alderman.
You'll find I passed out some flyers. The Lions Club, which I belong to, this year, we alternate every few years, police and fire. The Palos Lions would like to proudly present to you our first responders appreciation dinner, which honors certain firemen and policemen for their actions or life-saving abilities during the course of the year. It's honoring Palos Park, Palos Heights, and North Palos Fire Departments. It'll be on Wednesday, March 18, 2026. Reception's at 6 and dinner's at 7 at the Palos Country Club, 13100 Southwest Highway, Orland Park. The price of dinner is $50 per person cash bar, and there's some flyers around, and we'll put this on the city website and things of that nature. It's a good thing to honor these guys, and it's especially fitting this year that it's the anniversary of the 9/11, which is 25 years, and all those first responders that gave up their lives and everything else. So with that, just keep that in mind. Anybody interested, you can get hold of me or our city administrator at City Hall, and if you have an interest in the tickets to that, or just get hold of me, I'll get it. And I appreciate any support in the matter. Thank you very much.
All right. Any other communications? Citizens wish to address the council? Sure.
I'm sorry, I missed the last meeting due to health reasons. And I wanted to come and say thank you to the Public Works Department. And I know you did a thank you, it was in the regional. But I called and 3 of my neighbors called because we were having problems with the backup with the plumbing, issue. And it was amazing. It was freezing cold out there. And 2 of your workers took the time to call me personally to say, don't worry about it, we're taking care of it, everything's fine. And then a little while later, another one called. Who does that? We don't get people to return calls during the day. And they're out in the freezing cold, and they're calling and saying, we're taking care of it, don't worry, And they called my neighbor too, because she called. But I only called once, but I had 2 different men call and say thank you. So I just want to say, and I've said this before in public forum, I've called the day after this happened, and I think it's one of the best departments we could ever ask for in Palos Heights.
Well,
Public Works is outstanding.
well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Any other citizens? All right, finance report, Alderman McGrogan.
Mr. Mayor, we have a couple of things, and then make a couple of quick comments. Number 1 is 9 on the agenda is a motion to approve the Bigsby sign grant application in the amount of $2,000.
Second.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan, second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion, roll call.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Keith.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Thank you. Number 10 is a motion to direct the city attorney to draft an ordinance amending section 11420 of the municipal code, increasing the charge of application for investigating and processing from $100 to $500.
Moved by Alderman
Second.
McGrogan, second by Alderman Key. Discussion,
It's a little housekeeping. We had some language inside the codes that nowadays you can't do all that processing for $100. It's more expensive.
right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The other, a couple of other things we talked about is like trying to determine other ways that the city can generate additional funds to help the bottom line. Part of that is because of recently, if you're reading any of the business publications like Cranes and some of the business journals, in fact, I just tried to pull it up. I thought I had it up to read, but somehow it just disappeared, and all of a sudden I got the golf scores. But the state of Illinois is projected, right now, we have a budget deficit between $2.5 and $3 billion, and they went year by year, and they projected within the next 4 years we could be up to almost $5 billion in a deficit. In fact, I read it to some of the other, to the other aldermen before. And the reason I bring it up is because we all know that we've had problems with that, is they said that, and in the article it said that a lot of it has come to do with they're still spending a lot of money, and also there's programs being cut left and right, and they said that that'll trickle down to the local communities when there's not enough money to go around. So it's going to be pretty much incumbent, I think, on cities to, not only Palos Heights, but everywhere, to figure out, where to make up for that shortfall that we used to get from, like, Big Brother above us, and because it's not going to be coming down. And so that was one thing. And so we're going to take a look. We also looked at liquor licenses. Adam did a great job. He got back to members of the committee with analysis on where we stand with those, and actually we're in pretty good shape there. But anywhere else that any other alderman think we can make some money on covering our costs, that would be great. And then the other thing we talked about with the members of the finance committee, which is half the council, was that we know that this Trinity College thing is on many, many, many residents' minds. Whenever any of us go to the stores, people are asking. In fact, it's a good diversion because it took the pressure off, as Jeff Key pointed out, the Dominics and Pete's. It's kind of pushed that to the back, which used to be another big question. So we thought that finance, it wouldn't be a bad idea, probably sooner than later, to at least have like an exploratory committee of the people at these chairs to start to think what involvement Palos Heights could have, if any, in maybe trying to determine what direction that project will go. And Mayor, I know that you've had discussions and everything, but we think it would be pretty important because we're on the clock. The school's gonna close within 4 or 5 months at the end of May. And then, time flies, and if we were gonna do something, most of us don't even know what we can do and what we can't do and what their overall problem is. And so we were thinking that we need to gather some facts and then determine, like, is there anything that we should be doing in advance of that? Kind of like being proactive now, so that we're running when things start to develop over there. So we're hoping that, we get some information so we could have a couple of meetings.
Okay. Going back to your stuff about the state, it's been an constant battle, when the state passed the state income tax, we were supposed to get 10% of that money every year. About 5-6 years ago, it was cut down to 6%. Last year, we were fortunate after some lobbying to get 6.7%. And every year, we have a battle with the legislature downstairs as a group, the mayor's group, whether it be through that I sit on, which is the Southwest Conference of Mayors and the Mayor's Metropolitan Caucus, trying to get that up. So it's just that they keep saying, you guys can generate your own money. Well, in reality, we can't. Being non-home rule, we're very limited as far as what kind of taxation we can do because, home rule towns can only create a tax that's allowed by state statute, and there's very little. It's a very fine line of what's allowed. So, but that is going into what you're, whatever. So, I guess my point is, if they're going to start cutting things, they can cut that even further back. So we've got to be cognizant of that. So.
And not to mention the fact that we all know, out of Alderman Brennan's committee, that we have, I think it was like around $17 million that the consultants have said that our underground sewer system, I don't know, Dan, is that, I think I'm close, right?
I think it's closer to 10 million, right?
Adam, I think it is around that, right? Around 12, 10 or 12?
Where was it at, remember? On what we need over the next 10 years to get the sewer and water and everything, pipes.
So for water, we did a 10-year plan, and it's roughly about $1.5 million per year that we need to invest in our infrastructure, just the underground pipe and keep going with that number. And the same goes for sanitary system as well.
In the same amount of money?
So
that
$2
would-
million a year.
At least, yeah, so over the next 10 years, it's like $20 million. And that's it'd be a big lump to take out of our finances. So, as the mayor said, I mean, I just think that, it seems like we're doing great, but we have a bunch of things down the line that could really impact us.
Yes, and these are all things that affect towns of our age. We're 60 years old, basically, and it's going to come down to, that's just, the infrastructure is that old. I mean, and we see it. Just the point you mentioned earlier about being out on a weekday night till midnight, fixing water pipes, after working all day. These are the things that come to fruition. So, we're cognizant of, I think, Adam's got a good handle on it now. It's just a matter of funding it over the next couple of years and getting it go. But, the plan for it is a fair way to do it. There's no doubt about it. So thanks, Mike, for your.
Yeah, other than that, I have no other good news.
All right, great. Public safety, Alderman Basso?
Yes, Mayor, I have no items on the agenda, but of course I have some information on ongoing old and new scams. Recently, you probably read about the scam that hit the mailboxes again in Palos Heights, and some residents' incoming credit cards were taken from his mailbox evidently and used before he even had a chance to notify or recognize that he had some credit cards. But the perpetrator ran up like over $9,000 in bills before it was happened. But the best thing I can say about that is that our police are on that, and they have been doing an excellent job in investigating and identifying and arresting mailbox thieves. But there's something that we can all do to protect ourselves, try to protect ourselves in our neighborhood. And if you one thing is, if you must mail checks, which is becoming obviously a thing of the past very soon, but sometimes we have to write checks, drop them at a secure location with staff, where staff is present, such as a local post office during business hours. If you are unable to do this during business hours, drop the mail off to secure locations as close to pickup times as possible. Another thing you can do is avoid leaving your mail, either incoming or outgoing, in your home mailbox for any length of time. Either place outgoing mail in the box as close to the pickup as possible, or remove incoming mail as regularly as close to delivery time as you know it's going to happen. So keep your mailbox as empty as much as possible, shortest time as possible. Consider switching to online payment methods, and while not foolproof, many online payment methods have become more secure than checks and require certain verification processes. So if you must write checks, try and use specific pens with specific inks that are such as permanent gel inks or other pens aimed at preventing chemical check washing. That will have a little bit of an effect on someone trying to alter your checks if they steal them from your mailbox. Check with your bank to see if there's other precautions or alerts that can help you keep an eye on your accounts. Fraud is unfortunately very common, and banks want to avoid it just like customers do. Work together with their tools to help keep your account safe. So if you get instant notification, as I know my wife does every time there's a charge on the credit card, it helps you determine if your charges are legit or not. So you might want to institute that policy in your own account system. Also, something that sounds easy, unfortunately, it's probably inconvenient, but we have to work hard at defeating the criminals, and maybe consider having a separate bill pay account where you hold a minimum amount of cash so that you'll know what your honest bills are and how much money is going out of your account, so that your account doesn't get drained by someone that happens to steal your mail. It's something that we can all always do. The easiest thing in the world is, if you see something, say something. We all know exactly who's in our neighborhood and who should and should not be near our mailboxes, walking or riding, or et cetera, et cetera. So please spend a few minutes, protect yourself, and beware, and have a good weekend. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, sir. Mr. Grounds of Property?
I have no report this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
All right. Alderman Scully, Planning and Zoning?
Nothing formal to report, Mr. Mayor, but I do have an update from MKSK on their efforts over the last several months. There have been several meetings and surveys taken from all the different interested parties, business owners, stakeholders, downtown property owners, developers, real estate brokers, representatives from the Chamber of Commerce, residents, and also our own Public Works Department. And each have had an opportunity to offer their opinions on what they think that Old Palos should focus on. Overwhelmingly, the conversation among the business owners is parking, whether it's parking in front, parking in back, removing those drive-throughs and those aisleways, what direction they should head. They should remove them altogether. There's a lot of discussion, a lot of opportunity to improve. The residents as a whole want to see that district walkable, safe, and have a variety of hospitality. For the most part, the wishes for the old downtown Palos from a resident's perspective is more hospitalities, restaurants and bars, more parking, improved facades, cohesive architecture and signage standards, diverse nightlife with live music, community events, and pedestrian-friendly streetscape, and more retail stores. So there is more of these meetings planned throughout the spring. I encourage the residents to participate because this is the ammunition we're using to try to build the future for the city. That's all for my report.
Great, thank you. Alderman Key, Recreation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm going to make a motion to approve the hiring of J&M Displays Fireworks in the amount of $28,000 for July 3rd, 2026, which is our fireworks display for 4th of July. This is the amount. This is not typically the amount that we spend on that, but with the 250th anniversary, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago in the mayor's report. that we're spending a little bit more for that celebration.
I'll second.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Bagley. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Key,
Yes.
Alderman Scully,
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan,
Yes.
Alderman Clifford,
Aye.
Alderman Brennan,
Yes.
Alderman Begley,
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve FP United Landscaping proposing an amount of $16,560 for spring and fall cleanup at the parks, the swimming pool, and recreation center. This is, our Public Works address all the landscaping in a general sense, and then this company does more manicuring, and they rotate around the different parks.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Bagley. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Scully,
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan,
Yes.
Alderman Clifford,
Aye.
Alderman Brennan,
Yes.
Alderman Begley,
Yes.
Alderman Basso,
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Alderman Clifford, Roads and Construction?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On is a motion to approve soliciting bids for the 2026 MFT resurfacing program.
Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
Second by Alderman McGrogan. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And the next one's a motion to adopt a resolution to close a portion of Harlem Avenue on Saturday, July 4th for the annual Independence Parade between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Second?
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And a motion to approve payment to Morris Engineer for engineering services for various projects throughout the city in the amount of $47,970.76.
Moved by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call. Second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman McGrogan,
Yes.
Alderman Clifford,
Yes.
Alderman Brennan,
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso,
Aye.
Alderman Key,
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
And lastly, update on our snow events. We had on 1/14/2026, 1/16/2026, 1/18/19/2026, 1/24/25, 2026, 1/31/26 for a total of 298,000.64 tons of salt used since 12/29/25. We also used 1,825 gallons of liquid used, which is mixed with the salt, 12/29 since 12/20/25, 12/29/25. Also, we were notified that it's be a possible, or there will be a short sale. Right now, we're paying $65 a ton for our salt, and we've been put on notice that being a shortage from Morton Salt, that possibly, or more than likely, it's going up to $150 a ton.
Sure it is.
So that's gonna cost us a lot of, so we're in the planning stages now of how to make sure we have enough salt on hand at the current prices and max out there before we start buying more at these more inflated prices. Hopefully, some miracle will happen, but we're talking something going up almost, 3 times what we're paying now, which is gonna really put a dent in the budget, let's just say. So that's pretty much the update on that. And after the road bids are approved and go through roads, we'll be assigning that, getting a road program going for this spring and summer.
Great. Thank you, sir. License permits, franchises, Alderman Newdowski's not here.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Yeah, he just got back from a trip. This is a fun thing to present, much better than finance, I might add. And there's a picture right here of the city sticker contest. We had some great entries, and this particular one came from Amelia Jensen. She's a 5th grader. Her teacher is Mrs. Jendasek, and she's over at Palos East. And of the ones that were reviewed, we had a little vote, and this is going to be prominently displayed the next time you purchase city stickers. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the 2026-27 vehicle sticker for submissions by Amelia.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan,
I'll
seconded
second.
by Alderman All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Is that number 4?
That was number 4.
All right.
That's number 4 on the contest.
All right.
You know
All right,
that.
Alderman Brennan, morning, sir.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
No litany this weekend, okay, all right, great.
Amen,
All
brother.
right, business and economic development, Alderman Key.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, no report.
All right, how about cable, TV?
No report, Mr.
All
Mayor.
right, any old business?
Old
Right.
business.
I had a quick question too. Go ahead, Alderman Basso.
I want to apologize for missing mentioning this sad event. I read in the regional that a city volunteer, Carol Stefan, had passed away. And it's a face that we all recognize because Carol Stefan was always everywhere and helping out in everything that we had with the city. She's a longtime helper with Channel 4 TV, and I just wanted to express my condolences to the family and for the city also, as she's a great person.
I just had a quick question. I could probably ask this independent of this, but did we actually hire MKSK to also give us some ideas about Trinity?
We did not hire them.
Oh, we didn't hire them.
We
Okay.
had a
A
presentation.
proposal for that, but we
Proposal
didn't
for that, yeah.
proceed. Okay,
Right.
all right, thank you. Nothing
Sure.
on that.
All right, any other?
Mayor, I have one point. On the old business, going back to what Alderman Clifford just brought up about the salt.
Mhm.
Maybe we ought to consider if it's $65 a ton, just buy as much as we can store and, you know, and handle it if it works with the public works people. And if it's gonna go up double or triple, we might as well just get it and store it and save $100 a ton if it
That's
works. I
what we
don't know if Adam has the room laying around, but
So we are under contract with the state of Illinois. We go on the state purchase program to purchase 80% all the way to 120% of our allotment, which we ask for every year. Our allotment is 500,000 tons, and we can purchase up to 600, not 500,000, but 500 tons, and we can purchase up to 600 tons. That's our maximum that we are allowed to purchase at that price.
so we
Because
could buy
have
another
one
100.
February, we are not gonna run through all our salt, we are in very good supply of our salt, so
Right.
we're gonna maximize that contract and store as much as we can. But the reason why they're predicting the salt will go up is because of the heavy snowstorms that swept across the entire country, that the salt in other places in the United States are being consumed, therefore they're predicting a much larger demand on salt for next year.
So if I'm doing the math right, if we bought another, we could buy another 100 tons? So we could go from 5 to 600?
I think total we spent so far was close to, it was 300 and some.
Just shy of 400 tons.
Yes.
Right.
So we're shy of that. We can, our 100% allotment is 500 tons. So
But we
can
could
buy
max out
200
We could go to 2 more, to 6.
200 more.
I think you ought to think real seriously to do it because it almost, we could, it's,
Every year we do that, and we maximize our storage to the point that we actually remove stone from from that bin and store salt there. So we're very good. We used to buy 1,000 tons of salt every year, but through better snow management practices, we were able to cut down on our salt use quite a bit.
Right.
And that's reported every single year to our organization, where we're looking to reduce the amount of salt that we apply on the road. So we're very successful with that, and we do maximize our storage and try to get the best prices we can. This is just to let everybody know that there is a strong potential of salt prices increasing for next year.
it's, I think we could easily afford it to do it.
Yes,
I don't know if you did.
Yeah.
Can
I
you
think
just
to
do
answer
that?
your question, we already do that. We fill
Yeah.
up our
Okay,
bins, so.
We're gonna fill it to the max.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Any other old business? Any citizens wish to ask questions? New business? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
One little news item with Alderman Basso's little, the scan things here.
Yeah.
And latest thing that's going around, I was just in the South Town the other day, when you're approaching these gas stations and stuff, double check the readers, especially the one you slide in, wiggle it up and down around. If it moves in any gets way, dislodges, don't use it, report it to the attendant. The other ones, they tell you, instead of using that, to use the tap and pay. Well, the scam there is, they're putting a sticker over that. They come in there and it looks like it is, and it's hard to notice. You gotta look at the edges of it, feel it, make sure that nothing like was overlaid on that, because what's that doing? That's stealing your information too. So you gotta be careful when you're going in there, that's all.
All right. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?